Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the We're Going 5 podcast, powered by TSH Tennis. Surprise, surprise, the king is back. Jannik Sinner takes down everybody in his path to win Indian Wells for the first time in his life. Daniil Medvedev may be back to his absolute best. Jack Draper giving us things we haven't seen before from him. Joao Fonseca, is he the next big dog to challenge Alcaraz? All that and so much more. But before we start, I'm Yusuf.
Hi guys, I'm Ismail.
Hey guys, I'm Haroon.
Jannik Sinner makes history in Indian Wells to become the youngest ever to win every single big tournament on hard courts. Haroon, your boy,
Impressive.
does it. Takes down Daniil Medvedev 7-6, 7-6 in absolutely iconic fashion to win the last 7 points of the tiebreak. Your thoughts on your boy?
Woo! I said he's going to be back. I said he's going to be on fire, and he was on fire. He took down Zverev. He took down Laurentia. He took down Joao. Smile, your boy.
What
he took down also Shapov.
Amazing run. Incredible run. Like, it's incredibly impressive, the run.
Even for him. In convincing fashion, he did not drop a set.
Yeah.
He did not drop a set. People pushed him to tie breaks, but he was
It's not
so
just that.
clutch.
Fonseca brought his best level. Tien brought an amazing level. Zverev brought an attacking style. Medvedev brought his best level and he downed them all without dropping a set. To his credit, that was impressive.
He was so clutch. He was so clutch, and it looked like he learned from that loss against Djokovic. He bounced back. He's so mature. He knows how to bounce back again when he has a difficult loss. Last year when he had it in Roland Garros against Alcaraz. This year when he had it in Australian Open against Novak Djokovic, the GOAT. And then he came back, and also when he lost against Jakub Menchik. That was something where he had to, adjust mentally and work on it because he wasn't feeling himself. This tournament, I thought he was looking amazing. He was so smooth, so confident, so free. No matter how hard the guy on the other side of the net was punching, I think he was punching harder. And it was impressive. And I like to see it. And I predicted this was going to happen. I predicted he was going to beat Medvedev in straights. I predicted also he was going to win because I believe in Jannik Sinner.
Well, you were correct on that. Ismail, you had Carlitos winning the entire thing, but you did have Sinner winning the final. Your thoughts on what you saw from the king of Indian Wells?
I thought it was so amazing how he was able to take everyone's best level and find a way to work through it every single time. The match against Joao Fonseca, I think, was the turning point for me, this tournament for him, because he was really on the ropes many times. Down break points, down triple set point in that first set against Joao, fought through it to be clutch. And then again, tie break, he comes up clutch again in the second set. And I thought that flipped the switch for him and it kind of poked the bear and woke him up. Because that best level from Joao to take those punches was incredible because he handled Laurentia very, very comfortably. And then the way he handled Sasha, even though Sasha didn't play his best level. Yeah. But then Daniil today played amazing. Unreal. This was maybe the second best attacking level I've ever seen from Daniil Medvedev. Like, the best two levels I've seen were his match against Alcaraz, his match against Sinner in the Australian Open, and this was maybe his third best time playing attacking tennis ever. It was so impressive.
I'd say Alcaraz US Open 2023 also.
And Alcaraz US Open 23 when he beat him there. But other than that, this was top 4 performance at least for Daniil. Yeah. And what Sinner showed me this tournament, more than anything, guys, is that he's known for playing amazing, aggressive, brutal ground stroke tennis. But this tournament showed me that he can play amazing creative tennis because he integrated the drop shot a lot. He was moving to the net on opportune times. But also, most importantly, when he needs to use the wheels and play amazing defense from the corners.
Oh my God.
He was incredible, man. Like, the defense he played against Joao. And he was forced to play defense against Sasha, by the way. Yeah. And it was incredible how he was able to hang in the points even when he was taking haymakers left and right. And today against Daniil Medvedev, he also was on defense a lot. Yeah. A lot. And he was able to not only take their power and their pace, but he would fire it back at them. You'd find him extending on the open stance to the forehand and backhand corner. He doesn't lose position. He's so quick. And I think this is the big upgrade in Jannik's level from 2 years ago to now. That he's now so quick. He's so fast. His stamina is unreal. And on top of that, of course, we've seen that his serve is now just an absolute monster of a weapon. But
he didn't face a single break point against Daniil Medvedev right now.
It was unbelievable.
Daniil Medvedev wasn't broken.
He also wasn't broken, but
the entire tournament. We're going to talk about Daniil Medvedev.
It was amazing. No, Jannik's level serving has become something that's almost unfair. But his defense right now, out of the backhand corner, how he can go up the line even when he's on defense with incredible precision and power. Yeah. And also, he's so he's also so tactically smart now. You don't realize there's some subtle things that he did. Like Yusuf, that point at 4-all in the tiebreak when he was running on, he was going to the forehand corner, but he finds a way to gives him Daniil Medvedev enough of a high enough backhand volley. He can't really put it away, and then he wins that point, which I thought won him the tiebreak. That's the type of champion mindset we've seen from Jannik, and now his game, his repertoire, it keeps expanding, it seems, and it's scary. It's really scary times. Yeah. It really is scary times.
To the point of that defense that you're talking about, how many times have you ever seen Daniil Medvedev take both of his hands and put them on his knees and bend over out of tiredness? Never. You never see that from Daniil Medvedev.
And it was because he was whacking him corner to corner, corner to corner, attacking style. It was attacking style, Yusuf.
Jannik Sinner was able to. I was absolutely mind blown by the defense that he showed us. 1,000%, you're correct on that. But you know what? To me, my conclusion from Jannik Sinner this week is Jannik Sinner took the slogan away from Carlos Alcaraz because he was all about cabeza, corazón, cojones.
Yeah, you're right.
Absolutely. The way he was able to show up in tie breaks. First time against Joao Fonseca, down 6-3 in the tie break to win the next 5 points, to win that, take all momentum away from Fonseca. And then this match, by the way, can't wait to talk about Daniil Medvedev. He was playing better the entire match. And in that tiebreak, you're like, Daniil Medvedev got him. He has him. Yeah. He has him on the ropes. 4-love down. And he wins the next 7 points against Daniil Medvedev, peaking Daniil Medvedev to win the match. And you see him. He points to his heart at the end. Because why? That's corazón. And what was he using? He was using cabeza. And obviously has the cojones all the time. And that was the conclusion to me of Jannik Sinner this entire week. He took Carlos Alcaraz's slogan and implemented every single round of the entire tournament.
100% true.
It was an absolute joy to watch. He is an absolute killer. And he has already shown us that he is a superstar when it comes to the mental fortitude he has. But I believe this tournament, he took it to another level, which is crazy to say.
To add to that also, Haroun, is that he was serving for the match and he got broken at love. And you think that would absolutely kill his momentum against Joao Fonseca. Yeah. And he still found a way to close the match in the tiebreak, which was, I thought, incredibly clutch as well.
True, but something I also want to give credit to Jannik Sinner for. Remember last year when, after that epic match in Roland Garros, when the knock on Jannik Sinner that we were having is that there's not enough variability, there's not enough changes in his game, and you see that's so clear now. The lobs, the drop shots, the slices, and the variability, moving the guys not only side to side but front and back, and that's something that you can see it in his game. The variability is very apparent. And it's much more beautiful to watch him now than it was before. Then it was one-dimensional.
I agree. And it's much more aesthetic, and it's not just power baseline, but it's also mixing in angles, coming into the net.
Some nice one-handed backhands that he showed us. He showed us some nice one-handed.
He had a nice winner. It was a passing shot winner, one-hand backhand stab.
Insane. But he continues to show us that when it comes to adversity, he knows how to pass the test with flying colors. Yeah. What happened last year, Roland Garros, then what he went on to do in Wimbledon, and that loss in Qatar against Jakub Menchik really was a tough loss for him. And he was able to bounce back. Look at this, without dropping a single set, winning against Daniil Medvedev. The entire path that you guys said, absolutely a nominee for Gladiator of the Year.
100%. 100%.
1,000%.
By the way, if he'd had just gone through Fonseca and Tien, you would say this is already pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But then he follows that up with Sasha Zverev and then Medvedev.
Yeah. And you might say that it's not the best, Sasha Zverev and Daniil Medvedev, they're not. But this tournament, Sasha Zverev and Daniil Medvedev were insane.
And they're both going to end the year highly likely to end the year in top five.
They're on the rise. The both of them, these guys are on the rise.
According to Aryna Fonseca also. So he played 3 top 5 players on his
4
way
top 10 if you include Tien.
Actually, all those are four arguably.
Shapovalov, former top 10.
All those 4 players, Zverev, Medvedev, Tien, and Fonseca, they're arguably in like the best players right now. Like they're one of the hottest players on tour.
Agree.
And at their highest level, they are the best, 1,000%. But
weirdly, like his wins against Fonseca and Tien were more impressive to me, though, even than his wins against Zverev and Medvedev. Although Medvedev win was very, very impressive, but the win against Fonseca I thought was a little bit more impressive to me. And the way he dominated Tien, I thought Tien was going to give him problems, man. Like I thought Tien was really in form.
That's another conversation to have. But I don't believe Tien is going to give Jannik Sinner problems.
I
think that's a matchup.
You're gonna regret that.
That's a matchup.
You're gonna regret
I think
that.
that's a matchup Tien hates. He hates that matchup.
You're gonna regret that because
And nobody likes to play Jannik Sinner. But
Jannik Sinner doesn't make mistakes, and he punches you in the mouth nonstop, and he has no idea other than to. All he knows is winners. He doesn't know 1 4-stars. It doesn't exist in his dictionary.
yeah, so Tien doesn't either, and also
I know.
Tien's service improved a lot.
Man,
Like
we shall see.
He's
I
still
love.
young.
You guys know we all love Lerner the Burner, but I think that's a matchup that's going to be tough for him throughout his career. But it was an iconic week from Jannik Sinner. Haroon, congrats to you for picking correctly. Smile, congrats for picking the final correctly, but not the entire tournament. But guys, let us know what you thought of Jannik Sinner this entire week, these past 10 days. Indian Wells, amazing run. Gladiator Run of the Year nominee. Let us know in the comments, and please subscribe. It means so much to us. But while Jannik Sinner was doing what he did, the man on the other side of the net, guys, absolutely blew our mind this entire week. Absolutely has been blowing our mind since the beginning of the 2026 season, if you ask me, based on how he ended 2025. Smail, is Daniil Medvedev, after what you saw in Indian Wells, back to his absolute best?
I think so. I like this level of attacking tennis is absolutely peak Medvedev. It really is. The ball striking we watched today was incredible. And with the precision from side to side, even on the run, the serving was amazing, guys. He showed them incredible composure, even for his standards. This was incredible, even though he's a Grand Slam champion. He's been there before and he's won big titles before. I was very, very impressed.
The meltdowns are gone, thank God.
I don't know if they're gone, but at least they were at bay.
For the past 2 weeks,
they were at bay, and this was an amazing run to the final. I actually thought he played better than Sinner today.
I agree.
And then he still lost
Yeah.
because he didn't handle the tough moments better.
That volley that he left, that went in, that passing shot, and then, as you said, what happened in the...
And then being up 4-love in the second set
break, though? Like, it happened
collapsed. It collapsed. He had
I felt like once 4-2, once Sinner got that 1 mini break back, it was going to shift and it was over.
Yeah, I don't know if he lost belief or he pulled a little bit away from the trigger, he pulled back slightly, just enough.
Went for that backhand approach that hit the net, and then it just came to Sinner right on his backhand and just...
The thing is, he's not naturally an aggressive player, so I think when it comes to the big moments, the tendency to move away from that courage is probably tough for him, I think. I'm imagining that. So, but nonetheless, this is the best tennis I've seen from Daniil Medvedev maybe in 3-4 years. This level I saw this tournament. For me, it's on par with his best tennis.
2024.
2024 when he beat Alcaraz, or 2023 when he beat Alcaraz.
2024 final Australian Open, those first 2 sets, I would say, against Sinner.
Yeah,
remember?
other than that, and those are on par with his best level, and maybe he played even better today than during that match, because Sinner is a better player today than he was in that match against Medvedev back then. So
then Haroon, Haroon, is this the best Daniil Medvedev ever?
Not ever, because I think when he beat Djokovic to win the US Open, I think that was lights out. I think when he was up and coming still in 2021, when he won ATP final,
that match when
amazing.
He beat Djokovic in the final, let me say, that was a lot more to do with Djokovic and his handling of his nerves than Medvedev bringing out an amazing level. Today was an amazing level. This tournament was amazing level.
So is this the best Daniil Medvedev
Yes,
ever?
I'm telling you, this is the best tennis I've seen him play, other than those 3-4 matches you mentioned. I have not seen him play better attacking tennis at least, and this is a type of tennis he has to play.
Music to my ears and for my big prediction of the year. Top 5 by the end of the year.
I think this
I don't know if I would go there because he had a lot of amazing performances many times before when he beat Sinner, also in Wimbledon, where he beat Alcaraz and Djokovic in US Open.
I'm saying it's on par with Harun. It's on par with those levels. It's on par.
He's matching it. I'll give it to you that he's matching it.
So then it's his best ever. It's matching his best.
So you're back on the train though, because remember last week when after the Dubai win, you're like, I don't see much, but now you believe, right?
If he's gonna play this attacking style, we absolutely got another contender for slams.
Awesome. But I have to eat my words because I did not expect this level to come out from Daniil Medvedev. I thought that he's going to dip. I thought that we won't see the same explosivity, how explosive he is and how
to me the mental composure too, Horo.
But he's hitting the ball with much more power.
He was crushing the ball
with much more power and that's his thing.
He was redlining all tournament.
Yeah, which that's like trademark Daniil Medvedev. He's so consistent.
That's not trademark.
No, to me, he's so consistent, and it seems like he's defensive, but he's hitting the ball super powerful. He always does a lot of damage with the ball, and that's why everybody gets like a little bit shocked because he is defending everything so well, but he's defending like a defensive attacker kind of like that. That's how I always thought Daniil Medvedev was, and his serve is always super big. Like he always serves big. Last year, his serve started to take a dip. It wasn't like affecting players as much. I thought his serve was super effective this tournament. I don't know if it's the conditions because he was playing early in the day all the time, and it's super quick and it's super fast, and he enjoys that. He did mention that in the final press conference.
He beat Draper at night though.
It's fine. That is impressive. That was impressive. But he beat Alcaraz when it was during the day. He was battling against Sinner during the day. Mickelson also.
I don't know why I don't want to believe in Daniil Medvedev. Like I honestly don't know. I don't know why. I can't. It's so hard.
I'm giving him credit.
It's so hard for me to understand how you can't believe in a man, the only one who has actual proof that he is capable of greatness. You go and believe in these guys who may be potential, but the guy who has shown it before, you refrain to believe in him.
No, because
why? What has he shown you this past week that doesn't make you believe?
Because for last year, for example, I felt like he was trying to.
Who cares about last year?
Yeah, okay.
Right now, what's he doing?
Up until the
become a believer.
Up until Indian,
do you believe?
Are
you a believer?
Up until Indian Wells, he did not look spicy. He looked like a good player, but he didn't look like a great one.
I have to agree with that. I didn't look at Daniil Medvedev. Even if he was playing better, I didn't look at him like he can beat Sinner and Alcaraz ever again. Until this tournament, I did not believe he could do it. Like this, he didn't play like this for 2 years.
Well, this came out of nowhere.
I don't think
did.
so.
This came out of nowhere.
This has been building ever since Beijing at the end of last year. He gained some momentum there. He beat Lerner Tien. After that,
sure, but Lerner's not the same type of power.
I know, but he was building momentum, and then he went on to win Almaty to end the year. Then went on to win Brisbane in the beginning of the year.
Didn't face anybody that had that much firepower.
Sure, but he didn't play anyone.
You can see
he didn't play any of the top guys.
He's always consistent in wins. It's not new. He didn't need wins.
No, he needed the wins, but he didn't beat any of the top dogs.
I know, but he was building his way back, and here he is back to the absolute.
No, but it's impressive because I think the win against Mickelson, because Mickelson was playing super hard. He crushed because he beat Fritz, he beat Humbert. Draper also was crushing the ball. Alcaraz crushing the ball, and then he beats all these three guys.
Crushing the ball.
What?
Okay.
Those guys are crushing the ball, and then he outperforms them and outpowers them, hits harder. That was impressive, and I didn't think he didn't give us any evidence that he could do that before this year.
Okay, well, we agree to disagree. That's all.
He had good wins, not great, not like
he was building his way back. He's proven to you that he can beat the GOAT in the Grand Slam final. So you have more than enough proof.
Yes, and then he started to dip, and then he started losing confidence.
It's not about that. It's not about that. It's about what he's capable of and what he's shown.
Yeah, but he didn't go past round 2 last year, so I think the doubts are fair.
The doubts are fair. I'm saying, but
also,
right now, why won't you believe? Anyways,
we
can go on and on. We can go on and on. We can go on and on. I think this conversation can go on, and we don't want to.
But no, I want to give credit to Daniil Medvedev. That was amazing. Amazing run. He deserves all the credit for that. He did not He did not disappoint. Every match, it was super
Disappoint.
entertaining.
He amazed. He was spectacular. But I guess we're on different sides of the fence on this one.
What difference? We're on the same side. Why do you want to be on an island? Do you want to be on an island?
I don't.
You don't want me to support
You're saying he
Medvedev.
didn't disappoint, which is like it's a non-positive. It's not.
To be honest, he's been disappointing us for quite a while.
Okay.
So he didn't disappoint, and he exceeded my expectations.
Harun's also a Medvedev guy, by the way.
How is
I
he?
love Medvedev.
That's very
I
hard.
Harun was OG. Like
That's very hard to
for
believe.
everyone at home. We once had a 3-hour car ride where we debated who would be number one between me taking Tsitsipas, Harun had Medvedev, Yusuf had Team.
And I was the right one.
You were right on that.
which is why it's actually a shame that you're not back on the train. Anyways, thank you for acknowledging that you want to give him credit. Daniil Medvedev, guys, do you think that he is back to his absolute best? Somebody's saying this might be the best Daniil Medvedev ever. Let us know in the comments. It means so much to us. And also, subscribe. That also means so much to us.
Thank you for giving me credit, Smite.
Well, in the meantime, guys, Carlos Alcaraz suffered an unexpected loss in the semi-final to Daniil Medvedev. Harun, is Alcaraz actually human with his now incredible streak getting broken?
This year, he looked unbelievable. Like in 2026, it looked like he was taking off even more than he was. Like he's baby goat, magician, doing absolutely crazy things, winning Grand Slams so comfortably. And we thought that, the questions about Juan Carlos Ferrero and where's he going to be, like, it looked like he is flying, actually, without Juan Carlos Ferrero in 2026. So he was supposed to be unbeatable. I didn't think that Daniil Medvedev had a chance to beat him. I honestly thought that he was going to crush Daniil Medvedev.
For the record, we all had Alcaraz in 2 sets.
I had him in straights, and for not until the last point, until the match was over, I thought Alcaraz was going to come back and win. Like,
yeah, because Alcaraz is now making us believe that he's going to come back. Like, he's the Mr. Clutch. You always believe he's going to come back.
I didn't feel the same way, though. I was watching the match. I'm like, Daniil Medvedev is playing his best tennis, and Carlos Alcaraz is not able to get the crowd involved the way he wants them. He's not able to go on those runs that he's usually used to going on. We were watching the match, me and Harun together, and he told me he's going to come back. I told him, I don't think so.
Yeah, but
Daniil Medvedev, I'm telling you, this is a guy who has the utmost confidence in himself, and that's what he showed in that match. He showed he is a great champion.
But also, Alcaraz showed that he is not Alcaraz. He looked like a different player. Alcaraz, he did give Daniil Medvedev lots of credit. Daniil Medvedev deserves a lot of credit because he played amazing. However, Alcaraz played one of the worst matches.
Whoa. I disagree.
One of the worst matches.
I disagree.
For sure, this is the worst match of 2026.
I disagree.
Arguably also one of the worst matches in 2025 as well. What? Like, this was showing Nori level when he played Nori in Paris.
Lost to Goffin in 2025. Lost. How in the world is
But
this
those
the worst
weren't.
loss in the last 2 years?
But those weren't.
He lost to a Grand Slam champion, a former world number one.
Daniil
Medvedev.
How
is
many
on a
shanks did you see Alcaraz hit yesterday?
Shanks.
There were so many shanks on the forehand, lots of balloons, weird errors. And it felt like he wasn't himself. It felt like he had no magic.
Why though?
Like, it's like, who are you without the suit? Like Iron Man without the suit. Like,
Why though?
Yes, okay.
Because Daniil Medvedev was spectacular.
Sure, he was spectacular, which was unreal level. But Alcaraz also was unreal level from a negative side. Like, that wasn't normal at all.
Yeah.
He took the racket out of his hands. Really, I felt like, who is this guy?
Interesting. Yusuf, is Alcaraz human, or how do you evaluate this loss?
I evaluate this loss that Alcaraz lost to one of the best players we've had in the past 15 years in Daniil Medvedev, playing his best tennis, playing in a tournament that he loves, who's on an incredible win streak right now. He's won 2 tournaments before coming into Indian Wells. Like, you're going up against a very confident Daniil Medvedev. After the match, he said, like, I know Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner are on a different level, but I'm also a great champion. I was world number 1. I took down Novak Djokovic in a Grand Slam final. So this is not a bad loss in any way. This is a loss to, I would say, the best player of his generation, Daniil Medvedev. So I think this is a normal loss for Carlos Alcaraz. I have no concerns whatsoever for Carlos Alcaraz. And we're going into Miami. Let's see what happens. But him after that loss, I'm like, just the better player won during those 90 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, I think, Harun, Yeah, Alcaraz didn't play an amazing level, but I feel more that Daniil just played unbelievably.
Insane.
I don't know when. Like, there are a handful of times I've seen Daniil play at this level and play this attacking style. One of them was against Sinner in the Australian Open final. The Australian Open final, those first 2 sets, he was playing incredibly aggressive. And I felt this match, he was even more aggressive. I don't know if I've ever seen this other than that Sinner final. I really don't. Like, he's played that way maybe against Zverev a little bit in that semi before playing Sinner in that final. But this was unbelievable. He was hitting backhand winners on the run down the line. He was hitting winners left and right. Like, he was on top of the baseline. He was moving forward to the net. I don't know if I've ever seen him play this attacking style. And this, for me, means is showing. I think he's showing that he can play the style to beat them. But no, I don't know if I honestly don't know if I've ever seen him play that way.
No, he
Add
played
on to that
when
aggression
he
that
was
you're
coming
talking
up.
about, but the aggression that Smiley's talking about at the same time, the defensive prowess was unreal.
But he's always defensively
I know,
amazing.
but like
this is
add
not
that. But how many times have we watched Daniil Medvedev in the past year and a half, and we're like, why in the world is he making these errors? He doesn't make these mistakes.
Sure, but
they were gone this match.
Yeah, he played amazing. But the attacking, I've never seen that.
Yeah, but like, also Alcaraz was so like out of form. He had all the break points that Daniil Medvedev had, he converted right away. So he didn't save any break points, which is something uncharismatic like Alcaraz. He was returning horribly. His return rate was 100 points less than what Daniil Medvedev was. And Daniil Medvedev had more aces. He was serving better, which was like way better than Alcaraz was. And Alcaraz was so much below his average, which is weird also. So it's a good win by Medvedev, but to me, it's also...
I don't think so much below. I think, yeah, I didn't play to standard, but more of Daniil magic.
Yes, I agree with you.
I think more Daniil magic for me.
Well, guys, let us know. Do you think Daniil Medvedev magic was the reason for this win, or was it Carlos Alcaraz, I guess, non-magic, like Karun's is saying? And please subscribe. It means so much to us.
Well, a guy that showed us a lot of magic in 2026 in the AO, in Australian Open, Novak Djokovic. Smail, did you expect more from Djokovic in Indian Wells?
To be honest, no. Like, I know he doesn't get up for these Masters anymore as much, and he doesn't get up for Indian Wells. He hasn't been past the 4th round in a decade. In 10 years, he hasn't been past the 4th round. So, honestly, I thought if he went past the 4th round, it would be all gravy, and it would be good for his ranking, just some extra fluff, cushion for him. And no, I didn't expect more. I loved the level that he showed against Draper. It was incredible. The way he was moving, the way he was absolutely playing aggressive tennis all over. I just didn't like how he played that tie break. I think there was just a couple points if he was a little bit more, locked in or a little bit more brave, I thought he would have had his chances.
He was brave. You just made
for me.
He went for that backhand drop shot. Like he was.
Yeah, he had one backhand drop shot.
He was brave.
And the match point, it was such a cute little angle that he wanted to take backhand cross. Like if he had taken his chance earlier in the tiebreak, I think it would have been a better outcome. But that being said, with that loss, and Draper played amazing, and we'll talk more about him. No, I didn't expect more. He actually showed me an amazing level. And it's all good. It's all good. I'm not worried at all. And also, all of this with a forehand injury, by the way. So to do this all with an injury in the right forearm, I'm good with this. I'm good with this. It's good.
Well, Yusuf, did you expect more from Djokovic in Indian Wells?
I didn't expect Jacko from Djokovic in Indian Wells.
Really, why?
I thought he was going to lose in the first few rounds, honestly. Like, the way Djokovic actually ended this tournament, I'm like, there's so many positives to take away from this. Because he had to fight back in the first match and fight back in the second match and third match. Like, he doesn't, like somebody says, he doesn't get up for these tournaments. And that's why none of us took him as the champion. None of us expected him to even. That's why I said Daniil Medvedev is the third favorite for Indian Wells. Because I don't think Novak, like somebody says, he doesn't go past the 4th round, but it's not a tournament that he really cares for anymore. And the fact that he went this far and then played against Draper that way, I find so many positives to take away from it. And he overachieved in my mind. And it might be crazy, but really, I didn't think he was going to
Not overachieved. He didn't overachieve.
To
but
me, I didn't think
it's
so
good.
Hard.
He's
It's
just on
so
track.
hard for him to get up for these tournaments. But that's the Novak we're getting these days. He cares about Grand Slams, and that's it. But he showed that he's hungrier, which means we should expect some Masters wins from him this year.
Haroon, I loved the look in his eyes, the fire in his eyes in the Draper match. To see that in a round of 16 Masters, I love to see that.
Yeah, it's great. I did expect a little bit more from him. Okay, if his name is in the draw, you expect a guy like Novak Djokovic, who's no one else, to go deep. Like, I don't expect him to go out like that, even though Draper is... He is much higher than his ranking. Yeah, defending champion is much higher than his ranking. He feels comfortable there. He loves those conditions, and he's playing even better than he was before he got injured. And even Novak said that. Novak said he's playing as good as he was before. So I always expect him to go deep. I did expect him to beat Draper, though. I thought he should beat Draper.
He had him.
He had him there. I don't know what it was. It just didn't go his way. And it was just 1 point.
I think lapses in concentration, and just
he's just tired. He's tired. Also.
No, I don't know. I don't think he was tired. He was moving amazing for 30.
They were both spent. Look
they
at
were
the
both
next
spent.
match.
They were both
Jack
spent.
Draper was dead against that Daniil Medvedev match.
True. But
took so
I don't
much
think
out
that's
of
why Novak lost.
Yeah, no.
No, yeah, but
Draper won the match. Djokovic didn't.
But if he did,
Draper was braver.
Yeah.
If he did have a little bit more energy in his tank, then maybe he could have won that match, because he even said sometimes he won some amazing points when he fell on the ground and he needed to rest. That cost him a break. He said it did cost him. He said that in the press conference.
Yeah, it was
cost
tough.
him a break. So I think it's just 1 point and just the energy, but I expected more from him because he's a GOAT, and you always expect someone like him to go deep.
I know, it's crazy, but I expected nothing.
No,
but
he's the GOAT.
He did decide to skip Miami and I guess go all in on the clay swing, if we can interpret what that move is. Ismail, what do you think of this decision?
I'm a bit disappointed because I wanted to see him in Miami.
Defending champion.
Defending finalist.
Sorry.
And I thought he was playing really amazing against Draper. I want to see more of that type of tennis, and to keep that momentum going, I think he needs that type of momentum. I think that's why he ends up dropping sets in the first 3 rounds. It takes him time nowadays to get into the tournament match vibe. So, but Yusuf, you believe he's going to go all the way in Roland Garros. So maybe he believes that's where all his energy needs to go now.
Yeah. Haroon, do you like that move? Skipping Miami?
I wanted him to skip Indian Wells as well, so I wanted him to skip everything. I don't like him.
No, that's too many months without Novak Djokovic.
Yeah.
Too many. We need a sighting here and there.
Because he's going to be still on tour, I like him to skip some tournaments because I would like more from him in other tournaments. Obviously, I like more of Novak Djokovic in the draw in any tournament. But yeah, I like him skipping Miami. I want him to rest because we need him to have juice. Just playing like Miami, I don't think it's going to add much to him. So
it's definitely not going to add much to him. It's not going to add much to him.
I like it.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. Guys, I love this move from Novak Djokovic because it's such a quick turnaround from Miami to Monte Carlo. And for him, like you say, Ismail, he needs to get his footing on the clay. And as we know, he is the best clay court player on tour, the second best all time behind behind Rafael Nadal, So him skipping Miami means he's going to go
Carlos Alcaraz has something to say about the best clay courter right now, though.
Yeah, you can say so. But to me, Novak Djokovic is second in line for the greatest ever on clay. But the fact that he's skipping Miami means he's going to give himself a chance to prepare properly. And instead of seeing lackadaisical Novak in Monte Carlo and then finding some footing some way, somehow, none. I don't think, we haven't seen him the same way. We haven't seen him do
Monte Carlo as well. I hope he skips Monte Carlo.
He never does well in Monte Carlo.
he made semifinal a few years ago. So maybe the skipping Miami thing is a smart move. I like it because I believe he has great chances to do great things during the clay swing. There's so many Masters events there. There's the Roland Garros at the end. So I love this move by him. I think it's very smart, and I think he believes during the clay he's going to do something special.
Sure.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. But guys, let us know what you think. Skipping Miami. Good move, bad move by Novak Djokovic. And please do not forget to subscribe. It means so much to us. But there's a guy that started off the season doing amazing things, eventually losing to Carlos Alcaraz, as we know in the Australian Open. But Sasha Zverev made it to another semi-final here in Indian Wells. Took down the likes of Fils, Nakashima. Really good players. Tiafoe, if you want to say it. But Smaid, you see a big breakthrough coming for the big man?
Well, but what do we mean by big breakthrough, right, Haroon? We mean, I don't think a big breakthrough first step is to beat Sinner and Alcaraz, just in general, to find a way to beat Sinner, Alcaraz, or Djokovic. And what I saw in Indian Wells, and in fact, we could look at Acapulco as a similar type of vibe, but especially in Indian Wells, he's trying to play not only more aggressive, but also more creatively. Like, if you watch Sasha closely, he's now standing closer to the baseline. He's trying to actually go for winners a little bit sooner than he does. He's trying to move forward a little bit more. I've never seen Sasha hit as many drop shots as I've seen him hit in Indian Wells. Off both sides, backhand and forehand wing. This is all new territory for him. And even when I'm watching it, it looks a bit awkward. Like, for him, he's not used to like taking the ball so early to go for a winner, for example. That's how Sinner lives. He lives on taking the ball on the rise and whipping it for winners, forehand, backhand. Sasha's trying to do this and also integrating the drop shot. Like, even like you see him hits the drop shot, he's like on his toes. Like, he's feeling awkward on the court, but he's actively taking steps to play that way. And so it is, for me, clearly a couple steps back to take more steps forward. I actually really like what I'm seeing from him. The Sinner loss, you know, he played that style for the most part, because whether he plays that style or not, if he doesn't play that style, he's still going to lose. So he has to do something new. He did something new, and I give him a lot of credit because he's already top 3 in the world, 4 in the world. Like, he doesn't need to necessarily adapt his game, but he's doing it. And that takes courage. It takes a growth mentality, and I love to see it. And yes, I think if he continues to do that, he will beat them. The Sinner loss, it was an experiment. He didn't play with confidence enough. But he will. If he keeps doing this the right way, no, I think a great season is coming from Sasha. I really do.
Well, he's definitely closer, because all these points Maya is saying, yes, I agree with those. He is doing a lot of those things, and he is technically getting closer to a big breakthrough. And my big breakthrough that I define is a slam. So, but because
and he will have to beat those guys in a slam.
Yeah, obviously he has to go through at least one of them. However, though, is this closer to a big breakthrough than other years before, for example, in 2024 or in 2023 or 2022? I'm not sure. Like, I think that
23, 22, Alcaraz and Sinner were still not fully formed. He was still able.
2024.
He was gone 2023. His ankle injury.
Yeah, and he had the ankle injury. But now he has to play a new style, Haroon. He has to play a new style.
I think also the mentality is improving. I think that he knows that he's learning from his mistakes. He knows that he needs to play this way, and he knows that if he falls back to his defensive style, that's a path to a potential loss. So I think that that's the active switch in his brain. He looks like he's also becoming more mature. Sometimes the questions about whether he would choke under pressure or wouldn't handle the moment, I feel like he's adjusting to these things. But I don't know if he's still, if he's closer to beating Sinner or Alcaraz. I think that's still a bit...
He was serving for the match against Alcaraz in Australian Open. You guys make great points. I have nothing more to add other than the fact that
he didn't win.
Okay.
So, yeah. If
he was the closest, he was the closest to touching him before Daniil Medvedev did it in the semifinal. But I love the fact that he's experimenting, and he's accepting the fact that he's going to have bad losses. He's accepting that he's going to lose to Kecmanovic. He's accepting that he's going to get humiliated by Jannik Sinner. And if you're
he didn't get humiliated. It was just
6-2, 6-3,
6-4.
But the fact that he's accepting it, to me that's enough. That's enough to see Sasha Zverev that is going to do even better things. Like you said, to me it comes down to 2 steps back for 15 steps forward, hopefully, for Sasha.
Yeah, I really hope so.
That's high praise, though. I think he's elite, but 15 steps is a bit...
I think
15 steps, just winning a slam.
I think if he's going to commit to this, if he commits to this, I really think they're great. And we're going into clay, his favorite surface. I'm really, really optimistic about that.
The fact, if you can have both. You need to go. You need to do this. You need to do that. Use whichever tactic you need to win the match. If he has both, then my friend, that's a good night's sleep tight, because Sasha Zverev is the best of the best on the men's tour.
The silver lining that he has a lot of things that he can work on that would make him much, much better.
Agreed on that. 100% agreed on that. Someone who we did not expect to have an amazing showing at Indian Wells, even though he ended up losing in the semi-final, but it was amazing. Quarterfinal, even though it was amazing. Jack Draper had an incredible run. How high are you on Jack Draper coming out of Indian Wells?
Jack Draper, man. I think if his body can just stay together, stay put together, stay healthy, this is the guy that I believe can challenge these big guys on a consistent basis. He showed it for a few months. Won Indian Wells last year, made it to the final of Miami, and then Bublik had the magic run he had in RG.
He didn't make it to the final.
Of Madrid, and lost to Casper Ruud in the final there. And then we saw RG. It was some Bublik magic what took him out, and then he was injured, and then we didn't see him for like 8 months. But he shows he can do it week in, week out. He has the fitness. He has oh boy, does he have the tennis. He can go toe to toe with everyone. Against Novak Djokovic, who was playing some amazing tennis, he was trying to break down that Jack Draper backhand, and it wasn't breaking down.
He couldn't.
It wasn't.
And
he kept trying
really
and trying
impressive.
and trying and trying and trying, and it made no difference.
He
stood
impressive.
as tall as he's ever stood before, going up against the GOAT, and he showed us a level of tennis that you expect from the greats. And taking down the greatest of greats in a final set tiebreak. Is that not enough to tell you that he is clutch, that he is capable of great things? And the last point, when you come back from an injury after 8 months and you're able to find your best level so fast, that's a sign of greatness to me. I truly believe that's a sign of greatness. We've seen that from the big three for so long. We see it from the other guys. We saw it from Sasha also after injury. So when you see that, you see a great player. And that's what we saw from Jack Draper this tournament. I am very high on him. I just hope his body stays healthy.
Are you as high on him?
Was I not high on him last year? I picked him and I was right. I picked him to get into the top 10 in 2025. And he did make it in 2025, but his body couldn't hold up. I feel like he has the courage and the charisma and the mentality, but he's moving. His mind is much quicker than his body. He's trying to go moving faster steps, but his body's not able to keep up there. He wants to move in and challenge these guys, which he can, but I don't know what's happening. The RPM is just a bit too high. I don't know. Maybe he needs to be a little bit more conservative.
In what sense?
In terms of the whole season, so he doesn't lose gas out or something.
I think he's too strong.
He's a big guy.
He's a huge guy.
He's huge.
He's big.
He slouches a bit, but he's 6'4".
His biceps are bigger than my thighs.
Gigantic, and he's huge.
What did we see with Fils? He had that back injury. He came back. He's very slim. He's moving
maybe that could be a thing though. A little bit
slim down a bit.
You see how Sinner is. Sinner is like slender man, but the dude's a beast.
It's never because Jack Draper's body's different. Like everyone's body's different, so he is a big bulky guy.
Yeah.
But maybe if he can, I think to lose some of those muscles in that bicep.
I don't know, but for me, I love the mentality about Jack Draper, and I've been a fan of the mental side of Jack Draper for now a year, for 2 years now since before last Australian Open, because he showed time and time again he's a fighter.
Yeah.
And not only is he a fighter, he believes he can beat the top guys. He doesn't fear them.
Exactly.
And
you can see that very clearly.
Yeah, and he has that mentality. And what I love now is that the tennis it's really evolving, because I used to see Jack Draper as a player who's more of conservative, keeping the ball in play. But against Novak, what he showed is that he was the braver player. And not only was his backhand very solid, but he was moving it around, changing direction to hit winners. Yeah. And in the big moments,
drop shots too.
And drop shots. And this is very impressive, because what Jack is showing right now is that not only now does he have a great mentality, not only does he believe he can beat the top players, he also can play on all surfaces. He plays well on hard, clay, and grass.
Yeah. Took a set off Novak the first time they played when he was a baby, remember?
Yeah. So Jack Draper, he's here. He's here, and the mentality is amazing.
You know what's also wild, Smile, is that he said, "This is me winning based off just pure determination. My best tennis is not yet has not yet arrived."
Which is it's
That's scary.
I love to hear that from a player, although it looked like it was the best tennis of his life against Novak. I felt that was like some of the best tennis of his life. But let me add also just
last year he was playing some lights out tennis.
True. I don't want to be also forgetful about that. And I have to say I also loved how classy he was in the hindrance moment against Medvedev. Yeah. I thought he ended it like a top 4 player. That's how I expect champions to handle. Like that's the mentality where it's you want to win.
Class has nothing to do with the ranking.
True. But we're used
it's
to
what
seeing
you want from the role models of the game.
What you want, and also I guess what we're used to seeing from Federer, Rafa, and Nole. This type of fair play, and Carlos and Jannik also he fits well into that mold.
Yeah, no,
we need him. We need him.
That's the thing.
We need him badly.
That's the thing, Odin. When I'm watching the match against Novak Djokovic, I'm like, this guy. We need the star. Yeah. He needs to be consistently playing week in and week out because so much juice. He adds so much variation into the storylines that we get throughout the entire season.
As much as we would like, by the way, Novak to go deeper as well because
I'm happy with the
big 3. You want to see more of the big 3, but we need Draper to get over that hump.
Exactly.
Otherwise, the game of tennis is not evolving.
Exactly. That was also my one of my conclusions is the fact that Novak lost. Novak doesn't need any more wins.
Yeah, exactly.
But Jack Draper needs these wins because he needs to elevate. Because Novak, we know what he's going to do.
He proved that if he could hang, so it's kind of a win.
No, exactly. And he did what he just did at the Australian Open. He doesn't need anything.
Yeah, exactly.
He has all the confidence, but Jack Draper needs it.
It's just semantics.
So for in the grand scheme of things, in tennis terms, this was a big win for tennis.
Yeah, that's true.
Since Jack Draper was able to get this done.
I agree. I like that framing.
Yeah. Well, somebody else we are super high on. Brace yourselves, everybody. Brace yourselves. Hold on to your seats. Smile.
Maybe lower the volume during this segment.
Sorry, guys. But this is a big question. Smile. Hold on to your seats. Is Brazil, Joao Fonseca ready to challenge the big bad dogs? Smile.
Was there ever any question about that? Was there ever? Because for me,
is he ready now?
It was never in doubt. He was ready since the end of last year. He showed he's ready. He is a big dog. Let me say it right now. Joao is absolutely a big dog already. He's ready for the big moments. He's ready to fight the top guys. He has the game. He has the power. It's now all about just patting him on the back, like Johnny Mac said, and making sure he gets his food and he just practices enough, and he's going to be there. He's built for it. He's ready. When have you seen Jannik Sinner overpowered that way since Carlos Alcaraz in the US Open last year? You never see Jannik Sinner get abused like that on a court. And yes, Joao had him all over the court. I've never seen Jannik Sinner be forced to play max defense for a match. This was what we saw from Jannik Sinner. He had to play aggressive, but for most of the match, he was playing defense. And Jannik played amazing. He showed me this year in this tournament he can play amazing defense. But Joao showed amazing aggression, amazing talent, amazing variation. The serve, Haroun, he was whacking at 138 miles per hour. That was one of the big questions coming into this year. He looks bigger. He was moving fantastic. He's going to work on that. That's still the area of his game that needs a lot of improvement. Also handling the major points and second serve. Other than that, Joao Fonseca is here, and I can't wait for more of these juicy rivalries. And let me tell you one thing right now. Joao is going to be Sinner's biggest kryptonite as we move forward. He's going to be the player after Carlos that's going to give him the most problems. I can tell you that right now.
Take it away. The floor is yours.
I'm telling you.
By the way, just let me point out something. Since Fonseca won that title in Basel, Fonseca has never made it past the round 2. But we've been holding on. Spaya's been holding on for this moment to battle Jannik Sinner, to lose in straight sets, but to battle him and to push him to some tie breaks so he can gloat like this. Yeah. That he said he's ready to make it.
I'm so happy.
Fonseca has yet to make it past the second round.
See, but that's why this conversation puts me at a disadvantage, because you give him so much praise and all this glory, and then when I just tone it down like a normal human would, talk about the match about
No, you
just
can tone it down
like,
here. You're 100%.
and then I sound like a hater for some reason. But let me say this: while Joao Fonseca is box office, he is 1,000% box office, and Jannik Sinner is a heavyweight boxer, and to take down a heavyweight boxer like Jannik Sinner, you need another heavyweight boxer. And they go by the name of Novak Djokovic and Carlos Alcaraz. And another player that is capable of being a heavyweight boxer to go toe-to-toe with Jannik Sinner and punching him in the mouth and make him feel like he's a lesser of a big boxer is Joao Fonseca.
There we go.
He has that within him. He has the capabilities. He has the characteristics you would expect from a great champion. He has the it factor. When I'm watching, to me, it looks like a heavyweight bout. This is an absolute superstar in Jannik Sinner going up against a potential superstar in Joao Fonseca. And he came to play. And he has shown us that he shines when the stage is the biggest, he shines. My problem is, though, are you going to show me that in Miami, or does it only come out against Sinner, or does it only come out against the big guys? When you go up and you have to face these younger guys or these lower ranked guys, you're not on the main court. What are you going to show? He's not going to. Miami, we know. James Blake said he's going to be on center court, which is great news. This is great news because
Miami is going to be Brazil, bro.
He shines on the biggest stages. He's capable of so much. I can't wait for him to develop. As I said before, I'm going to wait for the consistency, but in no way, shape, or form am I going to doubt the potential that Joao Fonseca has. I can't wait for the next chapter of this rivalry, if we're going to say it is a rivalry.
For me, it's a rivalry.
Joao Fonseca is coming, and
He's coming fast.
And I don't want to get ahead of myself because hope, it's the hope that kills you.
No,
And by hope, I mean like for him to be the guy that we expect him to be in the next 3 months, 6 months. I'm going to be patient, but he is coming within the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Joao Fonseca is going to be right there at the table with the best of the best.
Harun, I'm so excited. Like, you can't imagine my excitement. By the way, Sinner was down break point in, I think, his first service game.
No, but also Sinner serving for the match, Sayan.
Yeah, he was serving for the match and he stopped him. Yeah. How clutch is he?
Amazing. That's greatness, I'm telling you.
He has greatness. But also, there was a moment when Sinner was down break points in his first service game. I thought if he lost that break point, I thought Joao was going to cruise 6-3, 6-3. I thought like there was danger. There was danger of the crowd getting behind him to the point where it was gonna be.
Let's not forget it was 6-3 Joao Fonseca in the tie break.
Also that.
Sinner won 5 straight points to win that tie.
Incredibly clutch.
Arun, you have him top 5 by the end of the season. Go ahead.
I have him top 5 by the end of the season. So let me remind you, this is how I see Joao Fonseca. So I see Joao Fonseca as he has the potential to skyrocket so quickly. Like he just has to fix his elevator. So he just, okay, let me work on my elevator. Let me go up. The elevator's not working to go all the way up. Okay, I have to go back down, and I'm gonna lose first round 6 times in a row. But then I'm gonna go up again. I'm the only guy to take a Sinner like
he's the only one that can go all the way, Harun, with the elevator though.
And then he crashes. Then he's gonna lose 6 first round matches, and then he's gonna back.
Yeah, like I really want to see what happens in Miami.
So the question is here: if you're like trying a young up and coming player, like will you rather have this? Okay, I'm going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, but then you don't really have that juice.
Yeah,
you don't have that juice that he has that juice, and that's what we get maybe like hate on. Wow, stop talking about him. Talk about all these other guys.
Only Glaze, baby.
The Glaze. It's because he has the game to push Sinner this way. Yes, Menchik did beat Sinner recently.
Menchik has the same concerns, also the up and down.
But also in Joao's defense, Sinner wasn't playing the same way that he was playing with Joao. Yeah. He was on his game against Joao.
Exactly. That's why it's more impressive. That's why it's more impressive.
That was the Sinner. He was there. He was present.
A straight sets loss is more impressive than a 3 sets win.
No, the Sinner's level in that match against Joao was way higher than his loss against Menchik.
It was. I thought that was one of the tough losses.
Like I'm not gonna give Menchik less credit because
I'm not talking about Menchik credits. I'm talking about Joao gets a lot of credit for doing that to Jannik when he's on his game. There are only 3 people on planet Earth that can do that right now.
Oh, he said he was an incredibly tough guy to beat.
Also so entertaining.
He's so fun.
So fun.
The forehand, it's magic. It's so electric. Like It's so electric, Haroon.
He uses the crowd. He knows the crowd is there. Like, you want to watch a guy just get you involved. You want him to be there with you.
You want to watch something
It's
and
not
say,
just
wow.
pure.
You want,
And
if
then
you
wow,
attend a
wow.
match, like tennis to me is one of the most beautiful sports to watch live. And if you're watching that Joao Fonseca Fonseca playing tennis live, I'm sure it's a spectacle that you might not forget. If you just go-
Multiple forehand winners that are above 100 miles per hour. That's an absolute bullet.
But also, Yusuf, you were saying concerns about him playing like these lower ranked players. Rafael Cunha is lower ranked player,
No,
but
he had a great tournament.
but-
I feel like he wanted to get to that Sinner match.
Of course he does.
So, but no, I'm
But
telling you,
he earned
he had a good
that
tournament.
Sinner match.
He had a good tournament.
Beat Khachanov also in
He
2
had a good
sets.
I know.
Going
He had
down
a good
1 set.
tournament. I want to see Miami. I need him to back up in Miami.
But something that went really unnoticed is him cruising through Tommy Paul.
No, it didn't go unnoticed.
Yeah,
To me, it was
unbelievable.
Cruising
it was
through
just-
Tommy
Haroon,
Paul.
the run all the way to Sinner was incredible.
Yeah.
Because like you said, you love Coligno. He smoked him. You love Khachanov. We all like Khachanov's top caliber player.
Underrated,
He
one of
had
the most
lost him last time they played in Paris.
Yeah,
He
revenge.
beat him in a clutch fashion.
down 6-4 in the second set tiebreak. Down a set and 6-4 in the tiebreak.
It was incredible.
Yep.
The way he won that.
197 in the second set.
And then Tommy Paul, he blitzed through Tommy Paul.
Yeah.
At home. With that
To
was
me, that was his best performance in the past year, honestly.
It was incredible.
It's
It was
very
incredible.
it's very impressive.
It was
I can't-
absolute cinema.
I just need to see what happens in Miami. He needs to back it up. And
What do
gu-
you mean he needs to back it up? The only thing we haven't seen since the end of last year, or when you're talking about when he won Basel,
Yeah.
he got injured.
That's
He
also-
got injured.
that's fair.
He's been dealing with an injury this year.
that's
He's
true.
finally looking healthy. He finally got match play.
I'm high on him, and he's healthy now, right?
Yes.
Which means we should expect it in Miami.
Yes. Don't worry, Miami. He's gonna go all the way, baby.
And by the way, before this Indian Wells tournament, you were like, the top 5 pick with Fonseca. Oh no, but I told you it's a long year. Tennis is a long
I
season.
still don't think it's gonna happen.
Top
But
5
anyways,
is a long season, guys.
It's an amazing conversation. And this week,
And I have
the
tennis.
fact that we have Jack Draper doing what he did, Joao Fonseca doing what he
Amazing.
did, like it's so exciting for men's tennis.
Sasha playing well. Novak playing well.
Mehdi. So the fact that it's going this, like it's getting deep now, and these guys are.
Feast is emerging.
Lerner Tien making a quarterfinal for the first time
Mikkelsen
ever.
as well. Mikkelsen.
Look, it's men's tennis is showing great signs. Let's see what happens going into Miami in the clay swing. But guys, let us know what you think of Joao Fonseca this tournament. Was this the proof that you need that he can challenge the big dogs? Let us know in the comments, and please don't forget to subscribe. It means so much to us. We talked about the men, everything that happened on the men's side. But on the women's side, guys, we had an absolute gladiator of a battle in the final. Aryna Sabalenka and then Elena Rybakina just provide us non-stop drama, non-stop action, non-stop A-class tennis. Aryna Sabalenka's smile is able to come back from a match point down to win Indian Wells and take revenge from the one and only Elena Rybakina. Your thoughts on her?
Sabalenka is an absolute champion, and that's what she proved to me in this final today because she was serving for the match in that final set. And I thought she was in control. She's going to prove that she's a champion. Revenge served cold for Sabalenka. Choke comes. She doesn't find a way to serve it out. And
Choker clutch from Rybakina.
Clutch also from Rybakina. Need to give her credit. And then at 5-all, Rybakina was down 5 break points. Sabalenka had her chances to then try to serve for the match again. And she failed to convert there. And then again, we go to the tiebreak. Like the amount of turmoil and mental toughness Sabalenka showed today, and also all the doubts that must be on her mind because she's been losing finals like crazy over the past, year. So to come through, I'm so happy for her because this shows that we have an amazing rivalry on the women's side, that Sabalenka can prove to herself that she's an ultimate champion, and that this rivalry can just keep growing, and we can see more of these amazing battles in the future. I loved it.
It's so fun. Because by the way, what's so electric about these guys playing, like these gals, is that they serve big and they crush the ball. They absolutely destroy the ball.
Heavyweight boxers.
Yeah.
And they break also. Like they're amazing returners. So like they both each broke 3 times. So the match, like there's a lot of drama.
And it was a high level match. Let me say
High-level
that it was high level. Like not to say that it was because you said you're good. It's a fair point. It's not choke. Like they were both going for their shots and they got there. They earned their chances in all throughout the match.
I love that. And it's great also for tennis that Sabalenka finally got that win. It could have been a losing streak, started to be a losing streak against Rybakina because she would have won 3 losses to Rybakina now, because lost in the WTA finals, and then lost in Australian Open, and then lost in Indian Wells. But now it's more of a battle here. So
it's a very amazing tight rivalry.
It's very close, and Rybakina was playing amazing. She took down Iga. She was also cruising. Sabalenka's absolute amazing champion, and she deserves to win. And she was so relieved. I think she really needed that because she was so anxious if she didn't. So credit to her, and love to see it.
Yeah, but first off, Svitolina is the one that beat Iga, not Rybakina. But
Svitolina, sorry.
Aryna Sabalenka, time and time again, she reminds us that she's a great champion. And this is one of the reasons I picked her to win this tournament, because she knows how to take that negativity or take those losses and channel it, like you say, Haroon, and they know how to learn from their mistakes. And she learns from her mistakes very well. Remember what happened with Coco last year at RG? And then she was able to come back. We saw what she did at the US Open. She was able to be clutch there and take it home. So that's what I expected. But the thing is, she's going up against Rybakina, who's an absolute monster and very mentally composed and a big fight. Even though she doesn't show emotions, she's a big fighter. She's clutch. She holds on.
She's super consistent also.
She's very, very competitive. She doesn't give you anything easily. No. So it's very hard to get these wins over Rybakina. But, this is why she is who she is. This is why she's a superstar. This is why she's the world number 1 for God knows how long now. And by far the best player in the world. The rankings say so. Ahead by 3,000 something points. Yeah. So... But this rivalry is special, and they might continue to show us this level. This might be Sincaraz type of rivalry going on here, meeting in the finals all the time.
It's more competitive than
Sincaraz. As long as they're not meeting before then. But love that Sabalenka won this one because we need her to be in good form. And I think Rybakina bounces back very well too. So she took revenge in Australia, and then Sabalenka took revenge here in Indian Wells. Let's see what happens in part 3 when it comes.
Yeah, and also now, rightfully so, Rybakina now world number 2, so we can expect them in finals against each other, where they belong.
Not in Miami, because she wasn't in the season 2 before the draw came out. So actually, they're on the same side, if I understand correctly. Yeah, they're on the same side of the draw.
Well...
Yeah, but awesome stuff. Guys, let us know what you think of Sabalenka, what you think of Rybakina, what you think of the women's tour going into the remainder of the 2026 season. And please don't forget to subscribe. It means so much to us. Okay, guys, time for my favorite segment of every episode, and that is Overreaction or Not. I'm going to tell you something based on what happened in Indian Wells, and you let me know. Is this an overreaction? Is this not? Okay? First up, Smail. Daniil Medvedev will reach a Grand Slam final in 2026. Overreaction or not?
Wow. This was impressive. Aggressive tennis, attacking tennis from Medvedev. And I think he has a great chance on a hard court. There's only one left. It's the US Open.
He's a perennial semifinalist at Wimbledon.
Perennial semifinalist at Wimbledon. A lot of dogs going to be there at Wimbledon also looking to fight. So,
taken down Sinner there also.
Yeah, I you know what? I'll say overreaction. Overreaction. I don't see a slam final yet. I don't see a slam final. Not yet. No.
An overreaction or not?
It's not an overreaction. I think it is possible because if he plays that same style, that same way, shows that same level, then he can do it. He can do it. He could shock us. He shocked us before, so that means that a shock could come again. Whether it could come even on clay, which is his worst surface.
No, there's no chance on clay.
On grass, semi-final. In US Open, he did it before. He won a slam before. He made semi-final before. So he could do it. It's not an overreaction.
Yeah, not an overreaction. Not an overreaction for me. I'm also there because I think Daniil Medvedev is one of the greatest champions we have in the game. World number 1 for a reason. Grand Slam champion for a reason. Why in the world will I doubt him when he's playing this great of a tennis? Well, next one, Haroon. Jack Draper will find his way back into the top 5 by season's end. Overreaction or not?
I think this is not an overreaction. It's wide open for Jack Draper, and if he continues to play this way, then it's wide open for him because nobody wants to face Jack Draper, and Jack Draper is coming for all the way to the top. He's coming for the elite players. So if he's going for those, then he could eat up a lot of points. So not an overreaction.
Is my overreaction or not?
No, this is not an overreaction because I think Jack Draper is playing better than he was before he was injured. And you said Novak Djokovic also mentioned that he's playing maybe the best tennis. So I really think he is because he's playing even more confident and he seems to be playing with a lot more mental composure. Somehow coming back from injury, this mental composure, maybe he's been working on his mental, maybe he has new perspective because he's looking awesome. And being a lefty with that power, no, it's not an overreaction.
Yeah. It's also not an overreaction for me. That's how highly we think of Jack Draper, and we think he's capable. It's only up to the body. If the body can hold up, I think he's a lock for top 5 every single season. That's how good I think Jack Draper is.
He's awesome.
Well, how about this one, Ismail? Aryna Sabalenka and Elena Rybakina are levels above the rest of the WTA tour. Overreaction or not?
No, this is not an overreaction.
Oh my God, TSH Jimmy's not going to be happy with that one.
Sorry,
Big
TSH
Iga
Jimmy.
fan. Big Iga fan.
He has host for Iga Swiatek, who's not looking great right now so far this season. And I just think that the ball striking that both are capable of, and now they're also so consistent with that type of power and their amazing serves. And they're also becoming better movers every year, which is wild for me that they're now becoming so powerful. I told you guys, when we were watching Sabalenka before and watching Rybakina, I thought I was watching peak Sinner whipping the ball. And it's documented. They both hit the ball harder than many of the men. Not some, many of the men. So no, they absolutely crushed the ball. Today's match was incredible. No one on the women's tour right now can play at their level. No.
Sorry, TSH Jimmy. Harun, overreaction or not?
No, I think this is an overreaction. I think this is an overreaction because I think there are a lot of good players that deserve a lot of credit here. The Iga is still in the mix, even though I'm not so high on Iga.
You're the one that's not high on Iga.
She's still in the mix.
I thought you were going to say Coco, JPEG.
Yeah, Coco,
Coco's
JPEG.
on
Amanda Anisimova is also there.
I love Anisimova, but I'm not happy with what she's doing so far.
Like they're
none of them showing a good level this year. None of them showing a good level this year.
But my knock is on Rybakina because she hasn't been super consistent.
For the past 6 months, she's been the most consistent.
It's so wild that you make that statement. WTA Finals champion, Australian Open champion, final in Indian Wells. What is that not consistency to you?
To be levels above, no.
Okay.
You're above, but not levels above.
Smile, I agree with you. This is not an overreaction. These two women are superior. They are on a completely different level. Every single facet of their tennis game is higher than every single woman on the tour. And not only that, mentally, I think they are high in when it comes to the ranking of who is the next person that's as mentally composed, as mentally strong as them. So I believe this is not an overreaction. Sabalenka and Rybakina are playing on a different level right now. Then last but not least, Ismail, ready for this one?
Yes.
Joao Fonseca will be Jannik Sinner's biggest rival after Carlos Alcaraz. Overreaction or not?
No, this is absolutely not an overreaction because to beat a player like Jannik Sinner, you need to be someone that has max power from both sides. And Joao's forehand is an absolute thunderbolt. You need to be someone that can put him under pressure on the return. Joao's serve is amazing, 138 miles per hour during their last match. And you need to be someone who has an alpha mentality and believes you can take down a player like Sinner. And he put Sinner under pressure all day long, and he had him on defense. I definitely think Joao is going to give him a lot of trouble in the future.
Harun, overreaction or not?
I think this is not an overreaction, Yusuf.
Oh.
It's not an overreaction because you need a guy to put the fear of God in him. And Joao definitely has the game to do that. Like, Sinner is an assassin. He's a killer. He is a killer. He doesn't fear anybody. But Fonseca really makes him sweat a bit mentally. Like, oh, this guy might beat me. And he might crush him. So even though he won, and he won convincingly, well, no one say convincingly, but he won. So it's not an overreaction. He could be that guy. I don't know if it will happen, but it's not an overreaction in my opinion.
It might not be an overreaction. I'm going to call overreaction for one reason only, because I think Jack Draper is right there in that conversation for that person that can be his biggest rival. I think the thing is they both have the same issue also. I think Joao has a bit of a problem with his body. Like you said, Smiley, he was having an injury and back injury, and you stated that back injuries are tough, which they are. Jack Draper also gets injured. Like Fonseca's younger, so let's see. But both of them, I believe, have that star power. Both of them are heavyweight boxers, and that can also, I think, Draper is capable of putting the fear of God into other opponents. So that's why I would say this is.
They're 1-1 in the head-to-head, by the way.
I know, but it's.
I would say Jack Draper's playing style is not naturally as aggressive as Joao.
He was throwing haymakers at Novak.
Sure, but he's not naturally trying to be that aggressive like Joao. Joao's going for the kill. Like he does, once he sees the light of day, he's looking for the winner. Jack Draper's not the same way.
But Jack Draper also said like he's light years away from where he wants to be. So he's capable.
And Joao even more.
Isn't that what every player would say?
No, but that's Draper after beating Djokovic.
Yeah,
but
true,
you know,
but I think Joao even more.
Well, that's the thing. I'm saying this is not an overreaction. But I have Jack Draper, to me, right there up in the conversation.
But we have yet to see the new Jack Draper with the new Jannik Sinner play.
Yeah,
the last time they played was in 2024.
And I can't wait to see it. I'm so excited for the next 3 months where it's stacked with tournaments after Miami, the clay swing. But yeah, I can't wait. So exciting. But guys, let us know, what do you think, overreaction or not segment? What was an overreaction? What was not? We love to hear what you guys have to say. And please don't forget, subscribe. It means so much to us.
Yeah. Well, you know, we love to keep it transparent on this show and let you know where we were right and where we were wrong. Starting off with where we were wrong. Well, Yusuf, me and you, we both had Alcaraz winning this tournament. We were wrong there. Where we were right, Haroon, you had Jannik, your boy, winning the final. So well done. Congrats to you on having won the tournament.
Well done.
However, for the final, well, me and you both had Jannik winning.
You're losing the final. Okay.
Well, on the women's side, where we were right and where we were wrong, well, I had JPEG winning, which
wild.
That didn't go my way.
Yep.
Yusuf, who did you have?
The Queen, Aryna Sabalenka.
Well done. You were right on that.
Yes,
Haroon, you fell with me on that one. You had Rybakina. So we were both.
You don't. Amnesia.
We were both wrong on that one, brother. But, anyways, well, as always, we have a chance to right our wrongs, Yusuf.
Yes, sir.
And let's do it. Let's get into it right now. We have Miami Open coming up right away. And it's beautiful because the Sunshine Double gives us no breaks in between. We move right into more tennis in Miami. It's time to make our predictions. You guys boys ready?
Let's do this, baby.
Let's do it. All right. Who do you got in the Miami Open on the women's side, Yusuf?
Oh, my God. This is a very tough one. But I'm going to go with the person who has proven that she is the best on planet Earth. And to me, it's so straightforward. The one and only Queen, Aryna Sabalenka, is going to complete the Sunshine Double and win the Miami Open.
Wow. Haroon, last person to do that was Iga. Are you backing Aryna here?
I was, by the way, this close to backing her. However, I'll go Elena Rybakina again for the Miami Open. I think she's going to get revenge. Revenge again. It's going to be a feisty rivalry.
Yeah, well, I like those picks.
Huh?
You know what? I'm between those two as well.
They're the two best.
They're the two best. They're looking the best right now. You know what? I'm going to back Elena Rybakina here. I just think that she's moving differently this year. And, you know, she was this close to putting Aryna Sabalenka in deep, deep pressure if she won this match. So I'm backing Elena Rybakina for the title.
Okay.
All right, let's move into the men's side. Oh. The men's tournament it's so juicy right now. So many storylines. However, Novak did drop out, so he's not going to be playing in Miami. Yeah. But nonetheless, we might say all players are looking amazing right now. So let's make our picks here. Haroon, who do you have winning the Miami Open on the men's side?
You know it, baby. You know it's coming.
Oh,
it's Jannik Sinner. Jannik Sinner is going to win the Sunshine Double. I told you Jannik Sinner is going to go on a tear. He's going to start his winning streak from now. Jannik Sinner, baby.
Yusuf, you backing Jannik?
This is so tough. It's so tough because there are many guys that I believe can do this. Oh, you're going to make fine. I'll put me on the spot. I'm going to make my pick. I am going to go with the man who has shown us that he is back to his absolute best. The man who has proven that he can take down the best of the best. He can take down Baby Goat himself.
Wow.
Give me the man who lost in the Indian Ones final and is going to right those wrongs. Daniil Medvedev is going to win the Miami Masters.
Wow. I thought you were going in a different direction there, brother. I thought you were going maybe Jack Draper.
No.
Oh.
Wow. Okay. Well, this one for me, it's an easy pick. It's the player who's been the best on tour all year long, hands down. No one can compete with him when he's having a regular day. Just a regular day. I'm close to that. He's my 1B, Harun, but I'm backing Carlitos Alcaraz. You know, he's won Miami before. When he's on it, he's on absolute tear. He just had some bad luck with Daniil Medvedev playing lights out tennis. But you know what? He's going to have some time to rest, recover, relax. He's going to be in a good mood for Miami. I think Carlitos is going to absolutely dominate on the way to the title.
Dark horse, Joao Fonseca playing on the main court.
100%, Harun. I was this close to taking Joao.
The whole tournament.
So close to taking Joao, I swear.
If you're Joao, do you not feel super confident after losing that match with Jannik Sinner?
He's the best one.
He was the champion. He lost to the eventual champion.
And we have history. When he loses to the champion, he's going to have a good tournament in the next one. Also, I could say the best player that played Jannik Sinner in Indian Wells was Joao. No, was not Medvedev. Was Joao. Was Joao. Telling you.
Do you want to change your pick?
To what?
To Joao. I thought you were going to go Draper.
I think it's too soon. I'm picking Draper soon to win a tournament, but I think.
You don't think Medvedev's going to be exhausted?
No. Do you know what he came back from? He took a car all the way to Muscat, Oman, and then took a private plane to God knows where, and then all that to get to Indian Wells, and then had to step on the court like 48 hours after that. Like, the guy went through hell to make it all the way to California, and he made all the way to the final. Now, people forget that he did that, by the way. Everyone would have said like, he was stuck in Dubai before this tournament began by a few hours.
Yeah.
I like everything you said, but you put hell and private plane in the same conversation. So you lost me when you had private plane. But I agree with your point. I understand where you're coming from. But private plane, Daniil.
Yeah, that's true.
But
it was a long journey.
How far?
That was.
Then how about this question? Who goes further in Miami, Joao or Jack Draper?
I need to see the draw, but let me. Wow.
There we go. So you believe in the wow.
Let me say why. First of all,
you have the wow.
Center court every single match, which means overwhelming Brazilian crowd. But also last year, didn't he play Jack Draper was that in Miami or was that in Indian Wells? No, it was Indian Wells where he bageled him.
Yeah, he got crushed in Indian Wells.
I don't know. Look at Draper, the body to me. He just came back. Is he going to be sore? Is everything going to be fine?
He just played amazing.
Yeah, he did. But Daniil Medvedev in that match, he wasn't right. But I love these two guys. Why are you making...
Yeah, you pick. Who's your pick?
Jack Draper.
Harun, who you have going deeper in Miami?
Center court. Let's go Joao. Let's go Joao. Let's live it up. Let's go Joao. If it was another tournament, I would go for Jack Draper. But this is Miami. He's playing on center court. It's essentially home crowd advantage.
Not with your cabeza. Pick with your...
I'm picking with cabeza and my...
Sorry, not your corazon. Pick with your cabeza.
I'm picking with cabeza and corazon. It's 100% going to be Joao. And I'm telling you right now, he's going to have an amazing Miami. It's going to be incredible. He might go on to win it, by the way. He is my dark horse to win it. And the way, that level that he showed, this confidence that he's moving with, I don't know if there's anyone outside of Sinner and Alcaraz that can stop him. I honestly don't know if he plays that close to that level, if anyone other than Sinner Alcaraz can stop him, including Jack Draper.
By the way, I would love to see it. We need Joao to turn into that superstar.
It's a bit much what we did, but it's exciting. It's exciting.
I'm so pumped. I don't know if I've been more pumped for a Masters tournament than I am for Miami.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
Lots of storylines, lots of guys playing spectacular tennis.
It's amazing. So many people are playing amazing right now. Let us know, what did you think of Jannik Sinner's title run? And also, let's know your pick for who's going to win the Miami title. And in the meantime, subscribe because it means so much to us. And for all your tennis stories, we'll be here every week discussing it all. And in the meantime, if you enjoyed this breakdown, go check out some of our recent interviews. Our interview with Christoph Ligon was amazing. So many cool and fun insights there. If you like that one, you're also going to enjoy our interview with Coach Michael Tilstrom, coaching Denis Shapov now. Used to coach him on FIS. incredible former player and coach. You're gonna love it. Let us know, and we'll see you next week.
Have a good night. Good night. Good night. Very good night.